So, what is going on, guys? My name is Lethal, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, this video is part of a mini series that's going to be starting with this one in particular, and it's going to be some guides to help with new players starting League of Legends to decide on what champions they should play, and kind of just like a starting point depending on what role they decide. So today's video is going to be the first one. It's going to be a jungle one. I haven't decided what one I'm going to do next, but I will go through all 5 roles with 3 champions in each video to kind of give you who I think are some good champions you can be able to play. So as I say, today's going to be the jungle one. I've picked 3 champions kind of with all different tastes, with a very common theme, I guess, in a sense, but also kind of offering variety so you guys can choose to see which ones you like. Now, I will put a disclaimer, these are just my opinions. These are not like pro tips or anything like that. These are just champions that I found to be the most useful when it comes to starting off in the game, for a number of different reasons, which I'll get into. But these are the 3 that I think kind of offer the most variety and are kind of the easiest to understand and to play. So, with that being said, sit back, relax, and hopefully, if you do find something in this guide, please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So, the 3 that I have picked are Volibear, as you can see on screen right now, um, Master Yi, or Master Yi, however you want to say it, and Jarvan. So, first of all, we will start off with the Volibear. Now, Volibear is one of my most played junglers. I've played a little bit of jungle, but not as much as I have other roles. But I find Volibear is a really useful champion to have, and I say this for a number of different reasons. So I won't get in depth with his abilities, but just kind of a brief like summary of what they do. So the first one, his E, is basically he summons some lightning, and if you stand in it, you get a shield. His W is a bite, and it rejuvenates, or sorry, yeah, rejuvenates a little bit of health. And his Q is a stun, which I find as a kit is really useful. And we'll get onto the ultimate in a second. But the reason I like Volibear as a jungler, is because it offers you kind of a lot of versatility in your kit. Your Q is obviously a great setup tool, especially with this game with the champions I'm playing with. We're playing with a Zed, a Mordekaiser. These lanes haven't got much CC, so the ability for me to run into a lane, CC and Aatrox, and let Zed do his burst damage, which is what his kit's built to do, it makes life a lot easier. As you can see in this clip, using all the abilities, the Q to stun, get the shield off of the E, the W. Now, we don't get the kill, but we get the flash, which obviously is handy, so as a jungler, I'm thinking, okay, I'll go back to get him. So, now moving on to the other clip, yet again, just another example of kind of what you can do. I flash Q onto the Garen just to get him, and at this point, you see 2 low HP, we see Zed's there, we're going to dive the tower. Um, and this is something else that Volibear is extremely good for. His ultimate does take away Taro, or tower aggro. So a lot of Volibear players like to get 6, and that's when they can start diving towers. This one was just a case of I was getting eager and wanted to dive the tower. But as I say, his kit offers you a lot of versatility. His clear isn't bad. I won't speak on how clear speeds and all that because I just don't know enough about it. But that's for me. I don't. It's a good speed, and you've got a lot of early game pressure. You can make a lot of plays happen. And yeah, so this is the first clip that I've got of his ultimate. Just E to slow him down, Q to stun him, and I don't necessarily need the ult, but I do it just to be safe. And as you can see, it's a lot of damage. I think, and I could be wrong, it gives you extra health and durability, but I could just be completely wrong on that one. But the stronger you get, you can eventually 1v1 people. This Aatrox is behind, but as you can see, just completely run at him, using every single ability. And as I say, I deliberately try and stay in the shield there. Obviously, it gives you an extra bit of health. And this was just me being greedy. I decided to flash the wall just to go kill him. So yeah, as I say, Volibear offers you a lot of early game playmaking, and he scales pretty well in the sense of you can build tank, or if you really want to go damage, you can do that as well. So moving on to the second one. Now this one is my personal favorite out of the 3. It's the one that I've actually got the most amount of mastery points on, and it's a jungler that whenever I want to or I ever get jungle, it's one that I'll typically go to. and it's Jarvan. Now, the reason I like Jarvan is because his clear's pretty good, and his playmaking ability I think is even better than Volibear's. They're very similar in the sense of their kits are very um, designed to kind of help the team. But Jarvan in this case is more than Volibear. So his abilities, his E is a flag. It gives him extra attack speed. And when you partner it with the Q, you can when you E, if you Q to your where the flag's dropped, you knock up anyone that you go through, as you'll see in some of the clips. His W is a shield, it just gives him extra health. I can't or extra shielding. I can't remember if it applies to allies or not, but it's obviously handy because sometimes in those situations they're exactly what you need, just a little bit of a health, which is like the line between dying or surviving. So level his clear is pretty good as well, and his early game playmaking is awesome as well. So as you see here, get the Warwick EQ into it, and then our Silas this game in particular just carried. And for me, it was just about making sure we could help him out. Yet again, the same thing again, just dropping the E straight through the Q. It's a relatively easy skill shot to hit, but as I say, it just offers you the ability to make a lot of early game plays. You can gank from level 3 onwards, and as you see there, just another EQ straight into the combo, and Silas will just come in and finish off the kill. So, with that being said, as I say, his clear is pretty good. His ability to play make in the early game is really, really useful. And now you can see a couple clips on when we get level 6. So right now I'm in a kind of a bit of a sticky situation. And I tried to flash back in, but Yasuo put his wall there, and as you can see, so his ultimate is he brings up the ground and creates a little crater. Now these are really good into a team comp like this. Yasuo, I don't know if he can E through it, but it's very hard for a lot of these carries to escape, especially if you've got a lot of immobile carries, as you'll see here. This is personally my favorite clip of the Jarvan ones. They don't know I'm here. I'm just casually with the blue buff. I EQ straight in and then straight with the ultimate, and Yasuo, Silas neck the Lucian ult and another double easy double kill for him. So as I say, I like Jarvan a lot because of his playmaking. You have a lot of ability to set up your teammates, and um, yeah, I just think he's overall a good champion. His abilities are very easy to hit, and I think the thing that Volley has over him is obviously a lot of point and click. So with his Q Volley, you just have to hit Q, and when you go and hit a target, you get him. So yeah, that's Jarvan. Last but not least is Master Yi. Now this one is the most annoying one to play against, especially when he is ahead and he's got a lot of resources. Um, a lot of lower, like low elo, especially the elo that I'm in. Yai is one of the most permaban champions because he is absolutely annoying when he's ahead. So what does his kit do? So his Q, he can Q on, he attacks multiple different targets. His E gives him extra bonus attack damage, and his W is a healing. And then his ultimate will eventually it increases attack speed and speed overall. So we start off the game pretty well, get an early double kill, and the reason I put Yai in this video is to kind of offer a bit more versatility if you're looking for champions. Yai is a carry jungler, he is meant to get ahead, whereas Jarvan and Volibear typically tend to be the more supportive junglers in the sense of you kind of want to give your teammates the kills. In this game, or in Yai's scenario, you want to try and get ahead because the better items you get, you're going to absolutely shred through teams. And as you can see, we get an early kill or early double kill, we get the assist, and it just means that I can shred through 90% of these guys. You'll see it with Teemo, just get onto him. It's a close fight, and I have to flash out because of his damage, but the more items you get and the stronger you get, the more you are able to carry your EI. So this champion, I would say, is typically if you're somewhat used to the game and you want to try and have more impact in the game, you may be losing a couple games or a couple ranked games in a row, and you want somebody or you want to try and make an impact. As you can see, Heimerdinger here just gets completely shredded, and that's what Yai offers, is the ability to carry if you're not necessarily trusting in your lanes or trusting in the champions that your teammates have picked. those are typically the ones that you would want to go for. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if the guide's been a little all over the place. I'm still trying to get used to being able to do this. But with that being said, stay tuned for the other guides. As I said, I don't know which one I'm going to do next. But if you hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications, you'll be updated on when I do. Other than that, have a great day, guys, and I will see you next